welcome into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with live play-by-play and live reaction of Game 2 here between the Mets and Angels. The Mets, with the comeback victory last night, fell down early 4-0, then 5-2, and came back to win 7-5. So good stuff. The bottom of the lineup came through for the Mets, so we'll see if the top of the lineup can get things going tonight. We'll get into tonight's pitching matchups. We'll start saying hello to some people in the chat. A bunch of you are already here. But let's get good to go on all the sides here. All right. George is here, saying let's get another W, John. Thank you for all the great play-by-play and the great live chat, LFGM. Victor's here saying good evening, ready for another exciting Mets game. Kite's here, welcome back, Kite, saying like the stream, LFG Mets. Let's go, welcome in everybody. Okay, why is some of my stuff not working here? Oh well, let's just keep grinding. Darren's here. What's up, Darren? Go live over on the vertical side as well. A bunch of games are already underway. Charles is here as well. What's up, Charles? Bud is here saying, come on, Mets, give us another win. Stanley's here saying good evening. John, Mrs. PAS in chat. Charles says, welcome to the PAS Network's coverage of Tuesday night edition of MLB Baseball Action. Charles says he's great. Of course Charles is great. Down there in the Bahamas, sitting on the beach. Pina colada in one hand, margarita in the other. Yet he's at the office. Okay, we'll see. Oh man. You are welcome to join in the chat at any time. Express yourself respectfully. It was nice to see Alvarez contribute. I've been very down on him. Yeah, well, we all were. And yeah, I mean, he had some great at-bats last night. Worked out a couple walks, and then he hit that big double to give the Mets the lead in the 8th inning. Antonio Veneziano will be the kid caster tonight during the 4th inning. Hopefully the Mets can get him some runs that inning. Ronnie's here saying hi, everyone. What's up, Ronnie? Agree, John. Walks are good at bats. They are. I'm good, John Boy. How are you? Welcome back in. Daniel Berry is here saying happy Tuesday. Hello to everyone. And saying go Mets go. Corey Little's here saying hey all. Let's see don't like the fact that that's not working. So let's see if we can fix that real quick. Because I'd like to know that number without having to look at the other website. Stephen D is here. What's up, Stephen? Yo. Ron Duffney's here. What's up, Ron? I personally want to apologize for the umps in last night's Red Sox game to Met fans. Worst call I've ever seen. Well, what does that have to do with us? Wasn't the worst call in MLB history. It was catcher's interference. Now, does catcher's interference suck? Yes, it does. Let's see if we can get some of the... Okay, that's working. Hi, John from Dominic in South Carolina, LFGM. What's up, Dominic? Elizabeth saying hi, welcome in. Sal Sports Gaming is back. Says, finally, I'm here early. Let's see here. This is not working. All widgets. Indie share, stream labels, no. Sub goal, no. Viewer count. Oh, Starling Marte was activated today. All right, let's go, everybody. Frankie Montas on the mound tonight for the Mets. 4 games, 2-1 record with a 5.03. But let's look here. Let's go with some scores here. Guardians have a 1-0 lead over the Orioles. Tigers and Pirates, no score. Marlins up 2-0 over the Padres. Phillies already up 2-0 over the Red Sox. Nats up, Nats and Reds, no score. White Sox and Rays, no score. Yankees, Blue Jays, no score. And we're just getting underway ourselves here. The Met defense tonight, it'll be Mauricio at third, Lindor at short, Beatty at second, Alonso at first, Alvarez behind the dish again, Nimmo in left, McNeil in center, and Soto in right. In for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, John Boy, I don't need game updates from other games in the chat. Just scores are fine. No paragraphs, please. Down low, 1-1. Good evening, Mr. John, Mr. Adderley, and others. I love this stream. Go Mets. Welcome back in, Sean. The 1-1. Frank R is here. What's up, Frank? Campbell. And that one ripped out to left. Foul. Neto went to Campbell University. I believe my buddy Dirk from high school went to Campbell University. Guys, if you want to talk Red Sox, go over to Fitzy's stream. Please. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. One away. Gary, what's happening? Let's go Mets, he says. Ernesto's here saying good evening, Mets Nation. Let's get a repeat of last night's win. Here's Sean Well. 0 for 4 last night. In for a strike, 0-1. Half a game. We're only a half game behind the Phillies. Outside 1-1. Max is here as well. Way to start at Montas. Yo, Frank T is here. Frankie Nicotine. Oh, down low, 2-1. Yeah. Corey, you did it again, dude. It's alright, I got you. Games. You meant games. Half a game. Mets are half a game out. The 2-1. And that one, base hit. That's a fair ball down the line. Shonowell will pull in the second with a 1-out double. Yo, Rising Rhino in the house. What is up, Rhino? I say it every time, especially with NFL preseason coming up in, 9 days? Guys, make sure you check out our guy, Rising Rhino. Closing in on 3,000 subs. Does it all. Does the NFL, college football, the UFL, the Canadian Football League, the European League of Football. Great community over there. Inside 1-0. Rhino says still close to nonstop football. Rising Rhino showing up and showing out. Charles says to smash them pre-subs and hit that like button. In for a strike, 1-1. Amigos de Fran saying hello. Let's go Mets. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? And let's get this game. And that one lined in the right field. Shonowell being waved in. The throw to the plate is in time. Got him! Soto with the outfield assist. 2 away. Runner on first. He's out. Rhino Nation is up there with the PAS crowd. Charles says for information purposes, Rising Rhino Nation Network is a networking channel with the PAS network. Nice throw. Yo, let's get it. Let's see. No, he's out. He's out. I don't know why they were out there talking to him. Yep, out. Not tonight, Angels. Nice throw by Soto. Defense wins games. Soto with the cannon. In for a ball. 1-0. Soto getting it done, contributing in a lot of different ways. Yup. Had a big hit last night to tie the game at 5. The 1-0. Down low. Did he go? Oh, home plate umpire said he went. 1-1. Yep, Raymond says he's out. He is out. They did not challenge. I'm not sure what they were talking about at the. I'm not sure what they were talking about. The manager was out there to talk. He went again, 1-2. Jonathan's here. What's up, buddy? The 1-2. Down low, 2-2. It's not a bad play. I mean, yes, he's out for the Angels. It's not a bad play because it took a perfect throw to get him. The 2-2. It fouled off. We'll do it again. But if Rhino, if you're still here, let us know what you got coming up this week. It's only Tuesday, but let us know what you got coming up. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Trout the runner on first, 2 out. The 3-2 from Montas. And a chopper in front of the plate. Montas has got it. Over to Alonso. That'll retire the side. So a double and a single. But the outfield assist by Soto keeps the Angels off the board. We go bottom 1, no score. Soto wants that gold glove. Let's go. That's his 6th outfield assist. Ronnie saying, go Mets, go. Up to 78 in the chat already. Let's go. Smash them thumbs up for us. We're up to 21 likes. Why am I not getting his message? I'm not seeing it here. It didn't come across on my side, Jason, but I said it really doesn't. I really don't understand. I really don't understand why they DFA'd Davinsky. This guy was a rookie. Well, why? Because Davinsky's probably not going to be picked up. Stanek, even though he kind of struggles sometimes, would be picked up by another team. Davinsky's not, and it'll go to the minors. Tap that like and subscribe. Natalie's here saying, hey, what's up? Welcome in. Oh, and 1 here to Nimmo. Nimmo, Lindor, and Soto, the top 3. And that one lifted up. Shallow left. Ward will make the catch. 1 away. Nimmo there. Lindor coming up. Soto 3rd. Alonso 4th. McNeil 5th. Biento 6th. Beatty 7th. Alvarez 8th. And Mauricio 9th. Charles says to smash them pre-subs and hit that like button. Thanks. Let's go. Let's go, Nimmo. Get it started. Oh, for his last 26. Oh, for 26. Deal 1. In for a strike, 0-2. Deal 2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Charles says, without commitment, you'll never start, and without consistency, you'll never finish. DO2. And that one fouled off. We'll do it again. Frank says cigarette time. DO2. Swung on a miss. Come on, dude. Oh, and there he is smiling. I'm not sure he swung. 2 out, though. That'll bring up Soto. Roundhouse Network is here. Saying, hi, John. It's time for Soto Pop. Let's go. The 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Yeah, smiles during a slump, right? Darnell says Lindor needs to wake up for real. Joe M. 0 for 27 now. There's a strike, 1-2. The 1-2. Popped up, out to shallow left. Ward comes in. He'll make the catch. Hendricks has an easy 1-2-3 inning. We go to the second, no score. They gotta sit this guy down. I mean, he's like 0 for 25. Yeah, he's actually 0 for 28 now. 0 for 20. Hold on. 7. 0 for 27. I am not. Why am I not seeing? Jason, they're coming. The chat messages are coming in, but I'm. That's the difference between Lindor and McNeil. What? Why am I not getting Jason's messages? They're coming in, but they're not coming to the software. What everybody else is. Slowest mile per hour of any pitcher in baseball. Yikes. Charles says, let's go. This is powerful indeed. There it is. When Jeff strikes out, he's eager to back in there and get a hit or do something big. Yeah. The 1-0. Odell will lead it off here. Inside, 2-0. The 1-1. And a chopper. Oh, Montas puts the glove down. Over to Alonso. One away. Nope. That ball actually hit Montas. Let's see. It hit him in the leg. Keith calls him a big moose. 1-0 from Mancada here. Let's see. Oh, well, it's not as good as a play, Raymond, because it hit him. But he's okay. The first pitch to Mancada. And ripped it, caught by Alonso. What a jump. 2 away. And 110 off the bat, and Pete jumps and catches it. Oh, Keith. Outside 1-0. Yeah, he's okay, Raymond. Pete with the ups. Angels fan, welcome in. Darren saying the same thing, but Polar Bear with the ups. The 1-0. And that ball's absolutely crushed out of here. Soler with his 12th homer of the year. And just like last night, they get on the board first with a home run. Chop, that's going to be an infield single. Man, the bottom of this line, the bottom of the lineup every night, getting on base against the Mets. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, as Rhino. Runner on first, 2 out here. Montas deals. In for a strike, 0-1. Jacob's here. What's up, Jacob? How are you tonight? And that one drifted out to center. Over Lindor's glove. Oh, Hoppy goes first to third. 7, 8, and 9. A home run and back-to-back singles here. Back to the top of the lineup. Senga pitched last night. Back to the top of the lineup with Neto. Runners on the corners here with 2 out. Got the first 2 guys out. Can't get out of the inning against the bottom of the lineup. Outside, 1-0. Thank you, Charles, for posting the channel rules. Swung on and foul tipped, 1-1. Yup, the kryptonite bottom of the lineup at it again. Pick-off throw, not in time. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. The 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Two and two to count. Mets trying to limit the damage here. The 2-2. And a ground ball to Lindor. He'll go to second for the fourth. That'll retire the side. But the Angels get on the board with the solo home run. We go bottom 2. It'll be Alonso, McNeil, and Vientos coming up. Up over 114 in the chat already. Let's go, everybody. Smash them thumbs up. consider subscribing to the channel. The climb to 7K is underway. Charles says, to acquire knowledge, one must learn, and to acquire wisdom, one must observe. Jonathan says, let's get that run back. Chat's just kind of quiet so far tonight. But let's take a look at the scoreboards here. Guardians up 2-0 over the O's. Pirates up 3-0 over the Tigers. Marlins up 2-1 over the Padres. Phillies up 4-0 over the Red Sox. We called it, didn't we? That All-Star break came at the wrong time for the Red Sox. The Reds and Nationals tied up at 1. The Rays have a 4-0 lead over the White Sox. The Yankees up 3-1 over the Blue Jays. The Giants up 2-0 over the Braves. Royals and Cubs later on tonight. A's and Rangers. Cardinals and Rockies. Astros and Diamondbacks. Brewers, Mariners. Twins, Dodgers all out on the West Coast. Darren says, good, only one run, but Montas walking a high wire act. Yeah. Are Mets winning? No, look at the score, dude. Are the Mets winning? Pete's 2 for his last 29. In for a strike, 0-1. Top of the deal 1 to Pete. Swung on a miss. It's 0-2. Bernard is here saying hello, everyone. Let's go, Mets. Great win last night. Outside 1-2. Oh, let's get it back. Hi, welcome back, Amy. Outside 2-2. Ronnie giving us cookies. He said cookies, but he didn't put any cookies. Them that scores first has lost in 2 games. Actually, in all 4 games since the All-Star break, outside 3-2. The team that scores first in the game loses. The Mets scored the first 2. Scored first in the first 2 against Cincinnati and lost. Cincinnati scored first on Sunday and lost. And fouled off, still 3-2. And last night the Angels scored first and lost. Let's go, Pete. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. How's life? That's not the question for a live reaction stream. How's life? It felt foul. We'll do it again. I'll talk to my shrink about how life is. Macadamia nut cookies. As long as it's not oatmeal raisin, we're good. Oh, my goodness. Alonso drives one out to right center field, back towards the track, and it's caught. Adele catches it and smashes into the wall. Amy, you're gonna keep getting time out. You keep getting timed out until you learn how to act in a sports live stream. Are you kidding me? Says Charles. Got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Pause now and give it a thumbs up. So one out here, the 0-1. And McNeil flies one out to right center. Solaire's got it. 2 away. When I ask how it's like, it's a 4-hour cut, right? And for a strike, 0-1 to Vientos. Pete hit that one on a rope, man. Adele just ran it down. The 0-1. And that one blooped out to center. Rengifo. And it'll drop in. A 2-out single there for Vientos. Angels fan, but rooting for Swaggy V. He called it, and then the center fielder called off the shortstop, and then stopped. So that'll bring up Beatty. Beatty's got a .355 batting average over his last 13 games. And swung on a mass, 0-1. The 0-1. And that one lined, but right at the second baseman. That'll retire the side. We go to the third, 1-0 Angels. Coming up, it'll be Sean Ewell, Trout, and Ward coming up. DJ Jimmy is here. Darren said, yeah, it's a bloop, now a blast. Sorry, Darren, I missed that one. Hi, everyone. Let's go, Mets. This Angels defense is pretty suspect. Mets took advantage last night, hopefully again. Yeah, I mean, suspect, like on plays like that, but then Adele, to start off the inning, absolutely robbed Alonso of a double. So... seems like Mike Trout's been on the Angels for a long time. He has been. He has been on the Angels for a long time. The Red Sox have gotten on the board. It's now 4-1 Phillies. Frank says he's back from tapping the like on the other side. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate that. The first pitch fouled off, 0-1. Jimmy says, I just joined, missed the play to Rob Alonzo. No. In the gap, on the run, and then smashed into the wall. DO1. And fouled. Did I lose you guys? One ball and 2 strikes here. Sorry about that, guys. The 1-2. That one lifted out to left. Nimmo will make the catch. 1 away. That'll bring up Trout. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, I saw that. And Ozzy. Yeah, back-to-back days. Inside, 1-0. And a ground ball to Pete. He'll take it to the... Oh, no. He'll flip it to the pitcher. 2 away. Guillermo Hernandez saying hi. Welcome in. The first pitch from Montas. In for a strike, 0-1 to Ward. In for a strike, quickly ahead 0-2. Outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He went. Struck him out. Nice 1-2-3 inning from Montas. We go bottom 3. Still 1-0 Angels. Much respect to my PAS friends and family, says Frank. I think I'm missing. I don't think I'm getting all the chat messages here, guys. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Mets coming up. Alvarez, Mauricio, and Nimmo. Looking to at least tie this one up. Jason says Montas is a warrior out there, whether he's pitching good or bad. And he's actually, I believe he's only had that one bad start in the game he was tipping his pitches, right? Whether you're actively chatting or enjoying the stream quietly, you make the PAS network what it is. Feel free to join in the chat at any time. Express yourself respectfully. Let's go, Alvarez. Our turn for the bottom of the lineup. There you go. Here we go. Hendricks deals. In for a strike, 0-1. Alvarez calls his timeout already. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Up and in, 2-1. The 2-1. And that one popped up. Sean Noel in foul territory. 1 away. Yeah, that was a nice. I mean, he popped out foul, but not swinging at those balls way outside. Mauricio's gonna swung on and missed. Yo, Elgood's here. Saying, hey, John, sorry I missed a few streams. Been very busy. No worries, buddy. Great to have you back in the chat. LFGM. The 0-1. Fouled off 0-2. The 0-2. And a chopper up to the first baseman. He'll take it to the bag himself. 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup here with Nimmo. Down low, 1-0. PR is here saying, been watching your streams. Sorry I took long to subscribe. No worries. Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Oh, outside, 2-0. Athena's here. And a chopper up to first. The second baseman's got it. Over to first. Man. The Mets not making this pitcher work either. We're going to the fourth. He's going to go 8 innings tonight. Athena's here saying hi all and let's go Mets. DJ Jimmy with the $2 power chat saying Hendricks keeps hitters off balance. Hopefully the Mets will figure it out. Well, I hope so. let's go. We still got 105 in the chat. Let's go. For the Angels coming up, it'll be Adele, Moncada, and Soler. Soler hit the solo home run to get the Angels on the board. Wouldn't it be nice if we can get consistent offense? Yeah, we do get consistent offense. We suck all the time. Bottom of the fourth there in Philly. Still 4-1 Phillies. Let me refresh that to make sure it's live. Because my internet timed out there for a minute. Pirates up 5-0 over the Tigers. Yeah, 4-1 there in Philadelphia. Nats up 3-1 over the Reds. Rays up 4-1 over the White Sox. Yankees up 3-1 over the Blue Jays. And the Giants up 4-0 over the Braves. It's 76 degrees at the ballpark. 74 here in Northeast PA. The first pitch. And that popped up. Beatty's there. Shallow center. One away. James on this side. What's up, James? Like number 50. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Let's go, Mets. This offense is highest paid and hitting like a Dollar Tree lineup. Dollar Tree lineup. The Mets are making the Angels pitcher look like a rock star. Yep. Outside 1-0. Well, they did the same thing last night, right? Until the fourth? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Beatty hit the 2-run home run in the fourth. Bob's here saying hello, John. Welcome in, Bob. Inside 2-0. Charles with the weather update from the Nassau, Bahamas, where Charles is watching from. 82 degrees Fahrenheit, expected low of 79. Rain in the forecast. Humidity at 79%. To 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. Rain in the forecast, humidity at 79%, winds from the south at 7 miles an hour, and currently has cloudy skies. The 2-1. Swung on a miss, 2-2. Timeout by the batter. Montas was just about ready to pitch. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. 2 away. Elgood says, doesn't make sense that this offense can't hit pitchers with almost a 5 ERA. Well, with Eric Chavez as your manager, with your hitting coach, yes, it does. Oh, did I lose you guys again? No, I hear the game, but it's not. There it goes. 1-0. And a chopper to third. Mauricio's got it. Fires across. That'll retire the side. We go bottom 4. Still 1-0 Angels. It'll be Lindor, Soto, and Alonso. Let's go. The kid caster coming up in the booth. Let's go. Maybe that young man can bring the Mets some magic here. Elgood says Chavez needs to go. I read an article about how he messed with Alvarez after his rookie season. It doesn't matter. Even if he was the only hitting coach, Jonathan, he needs to go. I don't like... lifetime, he was a 267 hitter. No. 268 hitter. But still, come on. I want a guy that batted close to 300 to be my hitting coach. No smiling, but hit the ball. Yep, we all are, Bob. Yeah, only 51 pitches through 4. Yo, man, what a classy young man this guy is. Let's go, Lindor, little hit. He wanted Alvarez to hit for average more instead of power. It took days. All right, Lindor to lead it off. Up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count. That's the kid that Gelbsy made cry, right? The 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. No, scoreless through 3, young man. Cigarette time, says Frank. The 1-1. Swung on a miss, 1-2. I'm begging Francisco. Get out of this slump. He calls a timeout here. Yep, he said yep. The 1-2. And that one ripped foul. Rifles one, very nice. Come on, Lindor. Give this kid something good to call, right? We like to say. The 1-2. And that one popped up out the center. Adele's there. Oh for 28. That'll bring up Soto. Flew out to left his first time. Down low, 1-0. 0 for 28, Jonathan. Yup. Jimmy says, nice job, kid. Future Mets play-by-play guy. Elgood says, he's doing all right for a kid. I bet he's nervous. Oh, I bet you. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. It's the kid. It's he's in the booth. But they do a promo every year for the kid caster, and the young man gets to do the bottom of the fourth inning. He's doing a good job. Might be about outside, called a strike, 2-1. He might be about 12, 13, 14 years old, something like that. Up high, 3-1, excuse me. Charles says, so great to have you all joining us tonight on the PAS network. Smash them free subs and hit that like button. Yeah, Lindor 0 for 28. That sucks. I'd be fine if they did this a few more times a year. The 3-1. And that one ripped. Foul. 3-2. The 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Very nice. Very nice. He was in the middle of a story. He paused to call the ball 4. He's like mini Ronnie. This kid is finding his groove. Here's Pete, runner on first. Gomez, Nico, and Nika. Raymond saying, let's go, Pete. Very nice job, showing no butterflies. 1-0. The 1-0. And Pete fouls it off 1-1. We found Gelbsy's replacement. Pete take the lead. It would be great if Pete could drive one out of the park right now. Mets fan 1 always also saying, come on, Polar Bear. The 1-1. Fouled off 1-2. The 1-2. Hendricks steals. And Alonso lifts one out to left. It'll be caught. The relay throw back to first in time. Double play. What is Soto doing? We go to the 5th. He's getting it in. Great job by that young man. The best person is back saying, hi? Yeah, come on. I mean, they're ridiculous, man. It was a line out to left field. What's he doing? Yep. It was a joy to listen to him for sure. Soto has to be smarter. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Bob. Same game yesterday. We need to come back. Honestly, it better not be the same game as yesterday. Because if it gets to be more than 1-0, I don't think the Mets are coming back tonight. You could tell it was a line out off the bat. Yep. Unless he was going. Unless he was going on the pitch. So they'll call it napping. Yeah, there's got to be a reason for it, though. We'll see what SNY says on the way back. It'll be 8-9-1 here for the Angels coming up. Yeah, didn't think of that. Yeah, I don't know if that was it either or not, but let's see if they'll talk about it. The first pitch, grounded down to third. Mauricio on the run, got him, one away. Oh, Soto was trying to steal. Yup, he was halfway to second base already. Yup, and he just couldn't get back in time. He was trying to swipe the bag and was already halfway down the second. In for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, exactly. I'm not as mad. It still sucks. Yeah, but I'm not as mad now, exactly. He was stealing, yep. The 0-1. And that one ripped out to right center field. That'll get down. McNeil will cut it off to throw back in the second. Not in time. Once again, the number 9 hitter. I don't get it, man. The number 9 hitter against the Mets pitchers has to be batting over 300. Yeah, that makes more sense with Soto, yep. Throw strikes, Montas. Nice play by Ronnie. The dreaded bottom of the order. Montas blows. Yeah, you're blaming Montas for this. Yo, Snowman Multimedia's here. What's up? Saying hey, hey. Snowman is live with the Fever and Liberty. Incoming Snowman raid shortly as I celebrate my birthday week. Awesome stuff. Snowman bounced in the dirt, 1-1. Kryptonite is killing us. We usually win whenever we're down. Not true. You know your worth. You don't need others to validate you. Just focus on being the best you can be. The 1-1. Timeout by the batter. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Alvarez rocking Grimace colors. Well, the whole team is, because for the third straight game, they're wearing their City Connects. Enough with these City Connects, man. They're not that good. Down low, 3-1. The 3-1. Montas steals. Ripped foul, 3-2. Charles says, for informational purposes, Snowman Multimedia is a networking channel with the PAS network. The 3-2. Montas steals and fouled off. We'll do it again. Six new subscribers so far tonight. Let's go. Up to 200, down to 216 away from the 7K. If we keep up the pace we're on, we'll get there before the end of July. The 3-2. Down low, ball 4. Puts runners on first and second here with one out for Shanuel. Doubled and flew out to left. Nico, we're not worried about the Phillies. If you care about what the Phillies are doing, Nico, please go watch Fitzy, who's doing the Phillies-Red Sox game. We still have 7 games left against the Phillies. I'm not worried about what the Phillies are doing on July 22nd. Angels number 9 hitters, 5 for 6 so far. Yikes. Let's turn 2, says Raymond. Maybe Mets superstitious. They won the last 2 games they were their City Connects. Pitch clock violation against Montas. Already 1-0. Inside, 2-0. In for a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. Oh, that's a fair ball down into the corner. At least one run will score. Man, this team, man. It's 2-0 and runners still on second and third with one out here. District Nation says, what up, PAS? I couldn't stream, but here to listen. Fouled off, 0-1. The 0-1. Sorry, guys. Fouled off, 0-2. Oh, did it hit him? No, 1-2. Jason says, seems like only Soto and Diaz want to win right now. Everyone sucks, damn it. What do you mean, Bob? They did swung on a miss, struck him out 2 away. The Mets started good in the first 2 games against Cincinnati and lost them both. Bob doesn't pay attention, apparently. Huge strikeout. Yes. No, Steven, you're not the only one who thinks that. But yeah, Steven agreeing with most of us here that Lindor needs a couple games off. At this point, Acuna could do the same or maybe even a little bit better. Agreed. The first pitch to Ward. Outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. The 2-0. Yeah, there's a strike, 2-1. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1. You do have a base open here. Not to say he's actually pitching around him here, but who do you want to face? Ward or Adele? The 3-1. And fouled off, 3-2. Three and two the count. Montas pitch count still decent here at 73 with 2 out in the 5th. If he can get out of this, he should be able to go one more. The 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. That'll load the bases. Odell Hefner will come out and talk to him. Odell will be the batter. 0 for 2 with a ground ball back to Montas and a pop out to second. All right, bases loaded here. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. Well, doesn't even look like Stern. Well, then you didn't watch his press conference yesterday then. Because he said they definitely are in the market for a bat. Get out of this, Montas. The 0-1. And that one out to center. McNeil. McNeil will make the catch. He looked like he couldn't see it. The Angels get one to make it 2-0 halfway through. Yeah, McNeil scared me. Scared me too. For the Mets, it'll be McNeil, Vientos, and Beatty coming up. Can we have a moment of silence for my favorite singer, Ozzy Osbourne? No, we cannot have a moment of silence for Ozzy Osbourne. You had me worried on the call. Well, that's because I was worried about McNeil. Let's see here. Guardians still up 3-2 over the O's. Pirates up 5-3 over the Tigers. Marlins up 3-1 over the Padres. Phillies still up 4-1 over the Red Sox. Nats up 6-1 over the Reds. Rays up 4-2 over the White Sox. Yankees still lead the Blue Jays 3-1. 4-0 Giants over the Braves. Royals and Cubs no score in the second. And A's have a 1-0 lead over the Rangers. Montez has definitely kept the Mets in it. Just the bats need to get going. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Frank. Steven says those three are our only hope for offense. Let's get those bats going, please. I don't know if he was acting or not. I honestly think he couldn't see that ball at first. And first pitch swinging. He'll pop out the center. One away. Ward makes the catch, so left fielder. I mean, this guy Hendricks is going to pitch a complete game here at 51 pitches. In for a strike, 0-1. Frank says, I'll try a black and mild. 0-1 to count. Oh, Vientos calls timeout. Swung on a miss, 0-2. Bob, Stearns did not say that. And called strike 3. Swings at the ball 3 feet outside and looks at the one down the middle of the plate. Outside, 1-0. Beatty lined out the second, his first time up. Ooh, that should have been a strike. 2-0. The 2-0. And Beatty cracks one out to right center field. Adele will have to go to the wall to play it. Beatty pulls in the second with a 2-out double. That'll bring up Alvarez. Beatty holding his own. Bart? Who's Bart? No, I know you meant Beatty. I know who you meant. Let's get him in, says Raymond. The first pitch to Alvarez swung on a missed. There, see, that's I don't like. That's the old Alvarez right there on that pitch. Nothing. He just swung on a miss. Do not try to tie the game right now. Get a base hit. This team needs to stop trying to hit home runs. There's a strike going too. Cares about balance when you swing 3 feet. Yeah, lost my train of thought there. Up and in, 1 and 2. Seems like this team needs Lindor or anyone to set the tone in order to get things going. Come on, need a hit. The 1-2. Check swing foul. 1 and 2 still. The 1-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Much better swing there, Alvarez, on that foul off. No need to be swinging for the fences here. The 1-2. Inside, 2 and 2. The 2-2. And Alvarez crushes one out to left field. Back towards the wall. And it's out of here. Not trying for a home run. He hits one. We're tied up at 2. Yes. Frank says, I was smoking, yes. Nice at bat, Albie. I'm never calling him Fat Al ever again, says Jonathan. Darren was hoping for just a hit, and that needed to be his approach. And because you're looking just for a base hit, he absolutely crushed that ball. Mauricio hits a base hit in the center field. Back to the top of the lineup with Nimmo. Thank you, Alvy. Great job, Alvarez. Way to tie it. This kid will have a big second half for us. Yes. Caps with the 5 gifted memberships. Let's go, Caps. Do you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that or no? Your call rivals Gary's. Thank you. Babies are hitting. Let's go. Thank you so much, Caps. No, we don't hear. Okay. It's telling me on my side that it's playing, but... Jimmy, you can hear it over on the playback side? Nice. Mauricio goes, and a stolen base. Not even close. No, I'm not talking about the game. Raymond says, let's go, Nimmo. Cap says LFGM. And that one hit out to left center. That'll get down for a base hit. Mauricio will score. And the Mets take a 3-2 lead. That'll bring up Lindor. Huge jump. Ding dong. That's my guy, Nimrod. Monty stealing another one. Nimrod is my hero. That stolen base steals a run for the Mets. The pimp is on TV. Yeah, I saw him. Thank you, Caps, for the 5 gifted subs. Anybody new in the chat? If you want to be eligible for those gifted memberships, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And Hendricks is out of this game. After I talked about him going a complete game. 4 straight hits for the Mets. Hit that like button and sub, says Charles. Black and mild magic, says Frank. Well, we haven't won yet. Big home run and some small ball with the steal. Mauricio Nimmo, well done. Thank you. Yeah, great to see Alvarez smiling and feeling good about himself. Agreed. Cap says, Big John, thank you for what you do every night for us Met fans. Absolutely. It would be huge if Alvy could keep this up. Alvy had a good rookie year, right? Raymond loving it, brother. If Alvy can keep this up. Yeah, Cap says, yeah. Like almost like 300, I think. Steven says, now that I said Lindor needs a couple days off, he'll go yard. Let's go, Lindor. Break out of it. I think it was close, Jimmy. I think it was close to 30. Yeah, Elgood says 25 home runs his rookie year. Yep, Darren says it as well. It's Elgood. 25 homers. Thank you both. George says, alert, alert, alert. Hit the like and subscribe. LFGM, baby. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow, I know a lot of you might be at work. 1 o'clock game tomorrow afternoon. We'll be live. Leaving work at noon tomorrow. And Lindor flies one out to center, but right at Adele. And that'll end the inning. But the Mets put up a 3 spot. We go to the 6th, 3-2 Mets. 0 for 29, says Jonathan. Jimmy says I got to work till 3. Frank says if you hit a home run, you're allowed to smile. Well, he flew out to center, so. Up to 158 in the chat. Let's go, everybody. Lindor, awful slump. When he hits it well, a glove is always in his way. He's hit a couple balls hard, but right at people. So that's usually a good sign. Even though you're making outs, usually hitting the ball that hard is usually a good sign. Lindor, Lindor, Lindor. Rory's here saying, hey, John and Mets family. Let's go, Mets. That's right, Mets. Way to fight back. I think Alvarez coming better. What? Hit that thumbs up. No excuse not to. Rory says, sorry I'm late. No worries, you're here now. If Beatty and Albie keep hitting, we will be a great lineup. Just need Vientos to join as well. For me, it'd be a center fielder, and I don't know if they could persuade a guy like Buxton to come here. I would love Duran from Boston. Outside, want to know. Or if they want to go to the third base route, I'd call Texas and try to get Corey Seager. He can play third base as well as shortstop. Outside, 2-0. He was one shy of tying Johnny Bench's rookie record of 26 home runs by a catcher. Oh for 29 is not a joke. Fouled off, 2-1. For every cause, there's an effect, and for every action, there's a reaction. The choices we make. Is it still nice out?
It's beautiful.
Is it beautiful? Oh, it's almost 9 o'clock. The 2-1. And for a strike, 2-2. Charles says, your support and contributions on the PAS network are greatly appreciated. You are valued indeed, including the silent listeners and viewers. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. One away. That'll bring up Soler, who's 1 for 2 with a solo homer. Anthony Rendon. Inside 1-0. Oh, was Passon saying that about Duran from Minnesota? I have not kept up to date. Inside 2-0. And where's he with, Jason? Forgive my ignorance. I'm not familiar with the name. The 2-0. In for a strike, 2-1. I think Mauricio and Beatty play great at third base, though. Well, when they put Mauricio in the lineup, they moved Beatty to second. In for a strike, 2-2. The 2-2. Oh, that one missed somewhere. 3-2. Nico says, now shut them out for the rest of the game. Oh, pitches for the Twins. Thank you. Beatty not as good at second. Agreed. No, well, yeah, that's who he wants. That's what he said he want. That's who he said he wanted. The 3-2. Fouled off. We'll do it again. DJ Jimmy says bullpen was outstanding last night. Who's getting warmed up? Oh, Rico Garcia. The 3-2. Swung on a miss. 2 away. 97 from Montas. Back-to-back strikeouts here. Thank you, Gary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. In for a strike, 0-1. Outstanding start by Montas. Very solid. Yeah, once again, guys, the Montas only had that one bad game, I believe, and that was the game he was tipping his pitches. He figured something out, and he's been very good over the last few starts. 1-1 the count here. The 1-1. And a ground ball in the right field. A 2-out single. And I don't agree with this. He's bringing in the relief pitcher. And maybe, because the number 9 hitter's 2 for 2 against Montas. So why not try a new pitcher here? Nice outing by Frankie, agreed. Hey, 5 2/3 innings. 5 2/3, only 2 runs. Sign me up. What do Beatty and Alvarez have in common? I don't know. Montas has been decent, says Frank. They both got sent down in unearned Chavez hitting. Unearned. Unlearned. Oh, yeah. Hello. They both got sent down in unlearned Chavez hitting, right? Let's take a look. Guardians up 5-2 over the O's. Pirates up 8-3 over the Tigers. Marlins up 3-1 over the Padres. Phillies still up 4-1 over the Red Sox. Nats up 6-1 over the Reds. Rays up 4-2 over the White Sox. Yankees up 4-2 over the Blue Jays. Giants up 5-0 over the Braves. Cubs up 2-0 over the Royals. A's have a 1-0 lead over the Rangers. Cardinals and Rockies bottom 1. Rockies have a 1-0 lead. Astros, D-backs, Brewers, Mariners, and Twins, Dodgers later tonight. Jonathan said that over on the playback side. I don't know. I don't know, Caps, but I'm getting tired of the City Connects. I don't like them anymore. They were cool the first couple times. Darren, the bringing Rico character seems like a risk. Yes, it does. But Rengifo was already 2 for 2 against Montas, so I don't mind this, actually. Down low, 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. So actually, Garcia, if they just broke it down, he's got good numbers with the Mets, and he got lit up in the relief appearance with the Yankees. The 1-1. Swung on a miss, 1-2. You're a Massachusetts boy, he said. The 1-2. Down low, pick. Oh, I thought Alvarez was going to throw down the first. Charles says for the best in sports talk with outstanding contents and great play-by-play with informative commentary, exciting chat conversation. Sub to the PAS network. The 2-2. Beatty backhands it to Lindor, and the inning is over. We go bottom 6. Still 3-2 Mets. So the gamble paid off. It'll be Soto, Alonso, and McNeil coming up. That was a nice play by Beatty. Yes, it was. Scene switch. Boom. Got it set up with a hotkey now, so all I got to do is push a button. All right, let's come over and look at the scores again, see if anything has changed. They're going to the 8th inning there in Philly, still 4-1. I know we do kind of keep an eye on the Phillies, what they're doing, but we still have, 6 or 7 games against them. I'm not worried about Philadelphia quite yet, especially because we're only a half game back. If we were like 3 or 4, maybe, but a half game back, I'm not too worried yet. Garcia, thanks. Alonso is way overdue for a home run. Rest in peace to Ozzy. Was not a fan of Ozzy. Yo, Brody Blumberg says, do you remember Bibb, Brody, and Connor? Yes, I do, with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, half game's barely second place, right? Thank you so much for supporting the channel financially like that. Really appreciate that. Nico says, here we go, let's get some insurance. Tomorrow's probable starter. Our tribal chief back to the mound tomorrow. The Angels have not named a starter for tomorrow. Down low, 1-0. Jimmy says, I loved Ozzy's music myself, but he beat his body up with drugs and alcohol. His whole life, he had a great career. Yeah, I said that already, dude. $2, thank you. Really appreciate you going above and beyond like that. Don't get in trouble for donating, dude. Bounce in the dirt, 2-1. Steven say OTC. The 2-1. Fouled at the plate, 2-2. C. Lee is here. The 2-2 fouled off. What's up, C. Lee? How you doing, buddy? How are things down in Texas? That was the pitch. Is that legitimately Gary's question? I just lost a lot of respect for Gary Cohen. He says, I got the night off. Very nice. Outside, ball 4. What's your favorite kind of music, John? Of course, as a DJ, I love most music myself. As long as it's a good song, I'll listen to any genre of music. Or as long as I think it's a good song, I'll listen to any style of music. Favorite, definitely a country fan. Garth Brooks, my all-time favorite artist. But yeah, any music. I mean, if it's good music, I'll listen to it. The ball in the dirt, 1-1. Hollywood Boss says, nice to see another comeback. Let's close this game and series out. We have a tough road trip coming up with San Francisco and San Diego. Correct. Jonathan says, had to check in on this side. Love me some Beatles music. Overall, albums-wise, I'm not a fan of the Beatles. But like their greatest hits album, what's it called? Ones? Great album. Inside, 2-1. Wow, Soto leading MLB in walks. Pete pops it up. Sean Uwell will make the catch. 1 away. I mean, we're giving Lindor crap, but Pete's struggling too. Over his last 11. Frank says 38 special and counting crows. No, never a fan of Led Zeppelin. McNeil launches without the right. Playable for Soler. 2 away. C. Lee says he likes the last third of the Abbey Road album. The first pitch to Vientos. Down low, 1-0. Raymond saying, let's go, Vientos. Steven says he likes any classic rock from the 70s. Swung on a miss to throw down the second, not in time. Mets are 80 for 90 on the stolen bases on the season. Jonathan gives Fives memberships as well. Let's go. And once again, you do have to be subscribed to get a free membership like that. Benny Jets gets one. Dale gets one. Linda, Giants fan 56, gets one. Kevin Hayes, Static gets one. Outside, 3-1. Soto career high with 13 stolen bases. Down low, and that's ball 4. That'll bring up Beatty. Another easy steal for Soto, yep. I start work in 2 weeks. Things should get back to normal then. No, understandable, Seeley. Soto contributing again. I'm grateful and surprised about Soto. Yeah, the babies are coming up. The babies are coming up. Watch out. They're going bottom 8 there in Philly. Really, you're excited about Jamal Adams? Guy hasn't been good since the Jets traded him. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Oh, just news. Oh. Not newsworthy of talking about. I can tell you that. DO1. Down low, 1-1. Hey, you never know. And actually he played in Seattle with Pete Carroll, right? There's a strike, 1-2. I think he played in Seattle with Carroll. The 1-2. And that one lined, fouled. Yikes. Everybody get out of the way down there. Charles says, got so caught up in chatting and forgot about hitting that like button. Feel no way. Happens to the best of us. Why not pause now and give it a thumbs up? Man, if C. Lee's still here, man, the summer flew by, huh? The 1-2. Called strike 3. I'm not. I'm worried about my Mets, man. Where are we going? We're going 7. Yep. That was the end of 6. Still 3-2 Mets. He says, am I still in last place in the home run tournament? I don't know. Let me look. I'll look. I got to remember to post that link here. I'm not pumped because my team stinks every year, so. And Penn State's decent, but the Jets suck. All right, let's come over and look. Oh, somebody asked for the home run challenge here. Let me go over and get it. Let's see here, share. They're in for a strike. Garcia's still in the game here. Oh, that was a strike to Beatty, but not a strike here. You can't say that often about a Jets trade. Let's go, Coach Aaron Glenn. And it fouled off 1-2. Come on, Mets. Let's put this Angel away for good. Oh, CP's here. Saying, let's go, Mets. What's up, CP? That was a strike all day. Yes, it was. I should think we created a monster. That kid is hopped up on sugar right now. Foul tipped at the plate. Still 1-2. CP, you guys got post game tonight? Alvy looks rejuvenated. He does. So that's what cotton candy does to you. Yup, post game is going down. Hoping to span those W's. Let's go. We will redirect again over to CP's channel. Outside, 3-2. Yep. George, you said, yep, right here. Yep, post game is going down. The 3-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. One away. That'll bring up Sean Ewell. Well, if you look at his stats, CP, with the Mets, he's got good numbers, and with the Yankees, he got lit up. In for a strike, 0-1. Oh. Thank you, Jimmy. How about now? Sorry about that, Jimmy. Thanks for letting me know. I'm on Rye. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Foul tip to 1-2. We can definitely see you and hear you now. See Lisa's ham on Rye. Check swing foul, still 1-2. I know. I'm not sure if CP's still hanging out in the chat. I know he's got to be getting close to 3,000 subs. But if you guys are unfamiliar with CP's channel, does a great job of doing pre and post game stuff for the Mets. A lot of Mets news and rumors videos as well. And at the end of our stream, we'll redirect over to him. Up high, 2-2. Look at the sub count. 6, 7, 8, 9. CP's is still here. Come on over and subscribe. Much appreciated. The 2-2. And that one lined off the glove of Beatty in the right. A 1-out single. That'll bring up Trout. Yeah. Great attempt by Beatty. I think it just tipped off his glove. Yup. Garcia pitched so bad with the Yankees and got released right away. I think he liked pitching for the Mets. Running around first here with one out. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Let's go, Rico. Let's focus up and do this, says Frank. See Lisa's, let's go, Mets. The 1-1. And popped up. It'll go foul, 1-2. Cap says need a double play here. Let's turn 2. Nico says LFGM. Down low. Did he go? No. 2-2. You need Taylor Ward to get a hit. Double play would be nice. You know, Taylor Ward is on deck. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. 2 away. George says Bednard agreed. To what? Mendoza out to talk to Garcia. There you go. Reed Garrett will be the pitcher coming in. So Garcia actually goes an inning. He got the last out last inning and 2 this inning. Struck out 2 batters. Retired 3 of the 4 he faced. That's back in that dugout. Yeah, let's see if he overthought it. Frank says it's never too late to tap that like and subscribe button. A strikeout is nice. I'll take the strikeout. Let's go. Let's check in on... Oh, the Yankees and Blue Jays are tied up at 4. That game in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 9th. Oh, I think the game in Philly just went final. I think the Phillies won 4-1. They did. The Nats won 6-1 over the Reds. The Marlins beat the Padres 4-3. The Guardians lead the O's 6-3. Pirates lead the Tigers 8-5. Rays lead the White Sox 4-3. Giants lead the Braves 9-0. Cubs up 2-0 over the Royals. Royals last night finally break out of their slump by scoring 12 runs. And right back to it today. 1 hit through 5. They played good against the Mets. And they've been slumping ever since. Rico. Tell Frank T I said hi. C. Lee is telling me to tell Frank T he said hi. So Frank T, you guys must be on vertical side and horizontal side. Cap says he needs Texas and the Mets for a parlay. I need the Cubs and Dodgers. Money lines. In for a strike, 0-1. Yep, I know who Wardy is. Not personally. I don't know who he personally is, but yes, we've redirected over to 40. In for a strike, quickly ahead 0-2. A bird sitting on a tree is not afraid of the branch breaking because its trust is on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourself. Is Fitzy here? Down low, 1-2. Did Fitzy redirect? I don't know if he did or not. I do not get notifications on my software. With a poll up in the... Oh, no, there is no poll up in the chat. And a ball gets away. Runner will go down to second. That's going to be... I think that's a pass ball. Said he was. I did not get a notification that Fitzy was here. Now, don't lose the hitter. Agreed. Worry about the hitter. The 2-2. That one lays. And Beatty will make a sliding catch on the outfield grass. We go bottom 7. Stand up and stretch. Cap saying nice catch by Beatty. Good point by Darren there. Now don't lose the hitter. Great job. You got to stay focused. Even though you gave up that wild pitch to move the runner, you stay focused on the batter. Agreed, Jimmy. Diaz probably not available tonight. Phillies won 4-1, correct. Outstanding play. Second baseman, no problem. Nice. So Fitzy did come over. Hello to Fitzy and his gang. George says, thank you, Beatty and Albie. No backhand BS. Right? Could use a few extra runs. Agreed. Michael's here saying greetings, everyone. Let's go, Mets. Let's get insurance runs. We're going to need some without Diaz. Frank says it feels nice to finally stand. Pitching change for the Angels here. Once again, shout out to Caps. Shout out to Jonathan. Both gifting 5 memberships tonight. Appreciate that, you guys. Over on the playback side, we've had a $2 power chat from Jimmy. We are playing San Francisco, San Diego, and then back home for San Francisco. So the weekend series coming up in San Francisco is in San Francisco. So Friday nights at 10. I don't know what time Saturday is. But then, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in San Diego. In for a strike, 0-1 Alvarez. Alvarez hit the home run to tie the game his last time. That is correct, yep. So a Big 10 games there, or 9 games, whatever it is. The 0-1. Outside, did he go? No, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Zephyr John. Zephyr Zeferjahn. And a ground ball to short. Bobbled. That is what we call an E6. Let's see what happened here. He had the play. No, he just dropped the ball. He just dropped the ball. That's an E6. Nice play. An E6 is just as good as a base hit. Here's Mauricio in for a strike, 0-1. Jimmy says Mets need to take advantage again. Make it 2 nights in a row where the Angels defense causes the Mets to score. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Late night Mets baseball with John is a lot of fun. Well, Friday won't be too bad because I'm off Saturday this week. So, and a chopper, and then he dropped it, and everybody's safe. An E3 after an E6, back to the top of the lineup with 2 on and nobody out. Nice play again. Angels looks like the bad news Bears. Yes, love it. Thanks, Angels. Bam's back saying, yo, PAS, Phillies win 4-1. Sanchez pitches a complete game on 106. 1 earned, no walks, 4 hits, 12 Ks. Wow. Well, then the Mets have to win to keep pace. Jimmy says, thank you, Angels defense. No Angels in the outfield tonight. Oh, do they have a do they have a over under on Earth? Should be 2 out, 2 out, nobody on here. As Raymond would say, little hit, Nimmo. C. Lee saying, hit that thumbs up, everyone. We'll take it. Come on, Nimmo. Swung on a miss, 0-1. Oh, there you go. Jonathan asked this last night. Good question. The Angels can slug, but nothing else, really. Still infuriated that the Phillies dropped the series. Outside. 1-1. Just strikeouts, he says. The 1-1. And pulls one, foul. 1-2 the count. I did not see how close. Jimmy says that was close. I didn't see. I was just going by the umpire calling it foul. The 1-2 to Nimmo. Inside, 2-2. Just hit it on the ground to somebody. We need a big hit here. Next time he's on the mound, we should have a gentlemanly wager. Swung on a missed. 1 away. That'll bring up Lindor. 0 for 29. Cap says, but in live betting, you can choose over/under pitchers, mile per hour. In real time, I thought it was fair. Definitely could be wrong. Outside, 1-0. Darren says, now Lindor get a blue pit. 29 straight outs, man. Oh, there's a... Takes that one for a strike. 1-1, excuse me. C. Lee says, I hope Frank T is smoking. Don't worry, John. I'm tracking his offers. Right now it's 93 miles an hour. Frank says he's smoking away. Advance the runners, please. Jimmy says, come on, Frankie. We still believe in you. The 1-1. Swung on him, ass 1-2. The 1-2. Bounced in the dirt. Did he go? That's a strikeout. Had a ball in the dirt, man. 0 for 30. But the runners advance on the wild pitch. He went. Jonathan says, I knew you were, Frank. It's getting foggy in Virginia. Lindor looks lost. Yep. They're gonna walk Soto to load the bases to face Alonso. So the wild pitch actually hurts the Mets. Make it 82 walks. Do intentional walks count? Outside, 1-0. Lindor's pressing too hard. It is a career. 0 for 28 was his career. A productive out. Actually, technically, he did move the runners up, right? The 1-0 to Pete. And it fouls one off, 1-1. At least they advanced, exactly. Two for his last 32. Man, this swung on a mist. 1-2. Charles says your support on the PAS network is greatly appreciated, including the silent listeners and viewers. The 1-2 to Alonso. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. We go to the 8th. Still 3-2 Mets. We're up over 200 in the chat. Let's go. 220. Smash them thumbs up for us. We go live for every Mets game. The Mets lineup has bailed the Angels defense out. Correct. While I'm thinking about it, let me set up the redirects over to CP's channel tonight. I'll come back over to the chat here in a second, guys. How come CP doesn't show up on this side when I do this? There it is. Had to type it all the way in this time. Let me come back over to the chat here. I can't keep up. Bam, over 200 people, says Rhino. I can't. You guys got to stop for a second. Bases loaded. I don't get it. Reed Garrett. In for a strike, 0-1. Reed Garrett, another guy, right? I'd give Reed Garrett on the season as a whole probably about a B- grade. I think he's really only had one or two bad games, right? But they were like atrocious, right? Fouled off, 0-2. I just can't believe the head of the lineup cannot do anything. All that money. Yup. DO2. Garrett deals. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. One away. $13 new subs tonight. Welcome in, everybody. Inside, did he go? No, 1-0. Angels fan, but rooting for Garrett. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Stanek in the 9th, Pepto. There's a strike, 2-1. Mr. Matt, just because. When Garrett's good, he's great. But when he's bad, he's terrible. No in between. Thank goodness he's been good more often. Fouled off, 2-2. Sean Mania. One's in the air, baby. Let's go. Our tribal chief on the mound tomorrow. And fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Joe says the Mets hitters are suffering the Fregosi Ryan curse. Yeah, Kranick has to get Tommy John surgery. Yep. The 2-2. Garrett deals. Fouled off. We'll do it again. When I was looking at the numbers, I was hoping we could get the 6,800 tonight. We're closing in. The 2-2. Garrett deals. Called strike 3. 2 away. I don't know. I don't know enough about him, what his previous injury was. Keith said yes, so I don't know. What trade would you want to see the Mets make? Swung on a missed, 1-1. Trade Lindor, Soto, and Alonso to Pittsburgh for Skeens. Down low, 2-1. Oh, oh man, I can't believe that. Did it hit him? 3-1 to count. No, did not hit him. No response from the chat on that, except for Caps laughing. Yeah, he's an Angels fan, but he's been rooting for the Mets all night in the chat. The 3-1. In for a strike, 3-2. Oh well, you missed it. The 3-2. Chopper foul, we'll do it again. I remember Garrett saying that he hasn't pitched in a couple years. Duran, that's the guy I want too, Frank. The 3-2. Garrett deals. And oh, what a play by Beatty! Got him! Flashing the glove like Mike Richter. We go bottom 8, still 3-2 Mets. He's a sleeper agent gone rogue to infiltrate our stream. Playing second and third tonight. Is anyone else in the infield? Future Gold Glover Beatty. Got back in time to see that play by Beatty. Let's go. What a play by Beatty. Holy moly. Good one, Mr. John. I know a lot of you guys are Ranger fans, so I dropped the Mike Richter on you. Insane defense. I thought about even going older school with John Van Beesbrook, but for the Mets here, it'll be McNeil, Vientos, and Beatty coming up. Clinging to a 3-2 lead. Still 178 in the chat. Let's go. Smash them thumbs up for us. Consider subscribing. We'll be back live tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock Eastern. Jimmy says, Beatty's the most improved player this year so far, in my opinion. Agreed. Once again, before we forget, just wrapping some things up. DJ Jimmy with the $2 power chat on the playback side. Caps and Jonathan with the 5 gifted subs each. The Cubs now up 3-0 over the Royals. I got the Cubs money line tonight in a parlay. Beatty, nice. Let's go. Really something happened to these guys when they get sent down to AAA. Maybe send Lindor down. Beatty's a keeper. Need insurance. Feel inspired to join in the chat. In for a strike, 0-1. John Davidson was kicked. Oh, yeah, I could have went David. That's really old school for Davidson. Down low, 1-1. Charles says you are tuned into the PAS Network live stream broadcast. Tuesday night edition of MLB baseball action. Mr. John providing outstanding play-by-play inside 2-1 with informed commentary. Well, that's not. That's way before my time. And broken bat. Oh, 2-2. No, you can't DFA him. Somebody will scoop him up in a heartbeat. Stanek reminds me of Noah Syndergaard. Backed up to 189 in the chat. Let's go. The 2-2. Fulmer Deals fouled off. Oh, John. Yeah, package with a trade then. It depends. I mean, Marte was activated today, so is Marte going to be healthy enough to DH? It fouled off. We'll do it again. Justin Verlander, 20 starts in on the year. No wins yet. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. A respectful hello to Mrs. PAS. She just went upstairs. She was down here. She was sitting out on the patio for the longest time. Beautiful, beautiful night here in the Northeast. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4. So the Mets have the leadoff man on. Had the first 2 on last inning and did not score. Eric's back. What's up, Eric? That's it for McNeil. Luis Angel Acuna will be brought in. Scuba, as my friend Ray would like to say. Scuba. Stanek reminds you of the lead singer, Leonard Skinner. Leonard Skinard. The 0-1. Now down low, 1-1. Acuna Matata on the bases. Pickoff throw, not in time. Legs McGee. Come on, Vientos, drive one. Freebird. The 1-1. Ooh, second throw over, not in time. He dropped the ball. So he would have been safe either way. That one hit out to center. Adele back to the track. He'll make the catch. Viento swung at that. That was supposed to be a pitch out. And he hit it to the track. Oh, that's on the pitcher. Yeah, that was right down the middle of the plate, and he just missed it. Yonkers Joe just subscribed. Welcome in. Our guy Gritty tossing you some popcorn there to celebrate. 15 new subs tonight. Let's go. Pitcher steps off here. With a new batter here, he can throw over again. Let's go, Beatty. Angels fan, legit question. Why are you rooting for the Mets? Acuna goes. He's not safe. The throw beat him. Not sure how he beat it. Nope, they're not going to challenge. Runner on second with one out here. Man, that's close. Oh, come on, Blue. That pitch is not a strike. You got to keep that tag on. He came off the bag. Swung on a miss. He had to swing at that because he called the last one a strike. District Nation saying, come on, Mets. Hold on. Get some insurance. The 1-2. In a chopper. Over to second. Over to first. Acuna goes to third. That'll bring up Alvarez. 4-3 on the put out at first. Alvarez, 1 for 3 tonight. The big hit of the game, though. Honestly, to me, even though the Mets have the lead, the big hit to me is the 2-run home run to tie it. In for a strike, 0-1. Who started today? Frankie Montas started for the Mets. Frankie Montas against Kyle Hendricks. The 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Yes, I am, District. I will be doing the 1 o'clock game tomorrow. See Lee saying, let's go, Mets. Stanek. The 0-2. Swung on a miss. It was a strike. At least he swung. We go to the 9th. Mets still up 3-2. It'll be 8-9-1. Oh, Nats District Nation's got Nats at noon tomorrow. Let's go. Good luck with your game as well. We're up to 215 in the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Smash them thumbs up for us. We're up to 90 likes. Once again, on the YouTube side, don't just up and leave when we're done. When I end the stream, it'll ask you if you want to go over to CP's channel. CP will does pre and post game show for the Mets. So we'll send everybody over to him. Talk about the game. Talk about what trades you want the Mets to make. Spam the W's in his chat. Go hold them. The 8 and 9 hitters, yup. Albie looks good since readjusting his swing. The kryptonite won't do it. Fasten your seatbelts. Stanek, hope it's not time to panic. Come on, 3 more outs, Amazins. Fitzy's, I don't laugh at that. I don't think that's funny. I need Fitzy's Red Sox to start winning some baseball games here. Sweet home Alabama, sister. District Nation laughing at that. Tells me what kind of person he is. The only people you should be laughing at about getting swept is the Dodgers and Yankees. Nats already won the series, going for the sweep tomorrow. Frank with the Peptos, just in case. Raymond saying throw strikes. John, thanks for helping CP. He's a true Met fan with great shows. Yep. First off, CP don't need my help. Because he does great shows. Deal one. Up the middle, base hit. A leadoff single here. Chris Taylor will be the pinch runner. I don't think I'm getting all the chat messages here tonight. In for a strike, 0-1. See Lisa's double play, please. High cheese. Runner on first. Down low. Come on, Blue. That's a strike, dude. It was not down, dude. You see the nonsense you've been calling against Brett Beatty? Swung on a missed 1-2. Elgood says, come on, Blue. George rooting for a double play as well. George saying it was a strike. Is CB behind the plate tonight? No. Come on, Stanek. The 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out anyway. One away. That'll bring up Neto. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. There you go. Jonathan says, why do I buy Pepto by the case? Now double play and end it, says District LFGM. The 0-1. Fouled it off, 0-2. Raymond also saying finish it here with a double play. Ump is horrible. Been very inconsistent tonight. Frank says the focus works. The 0-2. Out to right. Soto back. Before the track. He'll make the catch. Taylor will stay put. 2 away. That'll bring up Shanuel. He's 3 for 4. Why Stanek instead of Diaz? Because Diaz has pitched 3 straight games, dude. Out 26. One more, says C. Lee. Oh, that'll be a base hit. That'll bring up Trout. Runners on first and second. District says one more out, Mets. Come on, boys. Sean Uell with 4 hits tonight. 2 doubles and 2 singles. Lamont Wade will be the pinch runner. Jonathan says smoke him if you got him. Hefner out to talk to Stanek. Give him a little breather here. Jason says, come on, Stanek, think smart here. Trust your stuff. Frank R says one more out and put it in the books. Up to 222 in the chat. Let's go. Stanek against Trout. Here we go. The first pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. On the go with CeeLo. What's up, everybody coming over from On the Go with CeeLo? If you guys are a fan of anything Atlanta related, any NASCAR stuff, the Tennessee Titans, no, the Nashville Predators, check out our guy On the Go with CeeLo. 1-1 the count. Paul Maxwell says 10 away from 100. Smash that like. Thank you so much for the redirect, CeeLo. The 1-1. And that one popped up. Alonso waving his arms, and he makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Second save for Stanek over the last couple of games. The Mets have won 3 in a row. Awesome stuff, everybody. Out 27, and that's it. Let's go. Until next stream, peace. Jonathan says, see you tomorrow. Guys, once again, on the way out, make sure it'll ask you if you want to redirect over to CP's channel. He'll be doing Mets postgame. Tell him PAS sent you over if he's not there yet. And we'll see everybody tomorrow afternoon. Remember, 1 o'clock start tomorrow, guys. Thanks again, everybody.
You